In Europe, the Cold War showed itself most painfully in the Iron Curtain that divided the two Germanys. West Germany's new chancellor, the Social Democrat Willy Brandt, had his own ideas for improving relations with the Soviet bloc. The Germans called it Ostpolitik.
Wir wollen ein Volk der guten Nachbarn sein und werden im Innern und nach außen.
Der entscheidende Schritt, der das Ganze in Gang gebracht hat,
The main thing that got the ball rolling
war die Entscheidung,
was the decision of the Chancellor to call East Germany a state.
Regierungserklärung, die DDR als einen Staat zu bezeichnen. Das war, wenn Sie so wollen,
This was a fundamental change in our position,
unserer Position, die uns
which led to fierce criticism from the opposition.
erbitterte Gegnerschaft der CDU eingebracht hat.
In Moscow, people were all ears.
Moskau aber Aufmerksamkeit.
Среди социал-демократов
In our opinion, there were more sober voices among the Social Democrats, those who would seek common points of interests with us.
найти точки соприкосновения в интересах.
Not similarities in our outlook, but similarities in our interests. I would like to stress the difference.
Таковые точки соприкосновения были бы найдены, каким
If we found points in common which would preserve a balance of interests,
балансирование интересов? Вывести
this could lead relations between the Soviet Union and West Germany out of a dead end.
Советским Союзом из фактического тупика.
Willy Brandt became the first West German chancellor to visit East Germany.
Ich wünsche Ihnen einen recht angenehmen Aufenthalt. Danke Ihnen sehr für die Begrüßung, auch dafür, dass Sie gutes Wetter besorgt haben. Daran soll es nicht liegen. Danke sehr.
Brandt's visit was a triumph. To ordinary East Germans, he seemed to bring hope of change. But the Americans were worried.
My first reaction to Ostpolitik was concerned that it would lead to German nationalism, that if Germany operated on its own vis-à-vis the East, it would emphasize its own national concerns, if not immediately, then over a period of time.
Das Echo auf das, was wir uns vorgestellt haben.
The response we got from Nixon and Kissinger was one of doubt and suspicion.
Natürlich Skepsis war, Misstrauen.
Had we thought about everything?
Ich habe Kissinger als
I had informed Kissinger shortly before we got into office what we planned to do. He asked a lot of questions.
Und hat viele Fragen gestellt.
We reached the point where I said, I am not here to consult, but to inform.
Zu konsultieren, sondern zu informieren. Das war ein Ton,
This was a tone unheard of in Washington.
noch nicht gehört hatte.
While the danger we feared was real, the best way to avert it was not to fight it and then be accused of being the cause of permanent German partition, but rather to help guide it in a direction that was compatible with Allied policy. And so we established another back channel to Brandt through his associate Egon Bahr, and to the Soviets via Dobrynin and Falin. And we insisted that before anything could be concluded with respect to Germany, absolute assurances had to exist with respect to our position in Berlin.
Brandt's next destination was Moscow. He hoped to remove Russia's fear of its old German enemy. Brandt was willing to recognize Europe's post-war borders and the division between East and West.
Der Moskauer Vertrag war natürlich
The Moscow Accords were the key to our bilateral treaty system with the East.
Vertragssystems zum Osten. Die
The Federal Republic ceased being an excuse for the Soviet Union to keep the Eastern Bloc in line. The treaty was a signal from Moscow that there was a readiness for change.
Willy Brandt flew to another old German enemy.
In dem Wunsch, durch einen Vertrag dauerhafte Grundlagen für ein friedliches Zusammenleben zwischen der Bundesrepublik Deutschland und Polen zu schaffen, reisten Bundeskanzler Brandt und Außenminister Scheel nach Warschau.
Brandt had come to recognize Poland's western border, carved out of territory seized from Nazi Germany in 1945. The German Chancellor visited the site of the Warsaw Ghetto. Words failed him. He knelt at the memorial to Jewish fighters who resisted the Nazis.
Brandt war, wenn Sie so wollen, ein Glücksfall.
Brandt was a stroke of luck for German history. For the Americans, he symbolized reliability. He had proved himself the defender of Berlin against the menace of the East. And for the East, he was a resistance fighter against the Nazis, without any doubt.
Nazis eben unbezweifelbar gewesen ist.
In a divided Germany, these steps towards Detente brought welcome cracks in the Berlin Wall. Families and friends separated by the wall could see each other once again.